From the Flock of Birds production studio, it's time for the Mountaineer Ramble with your hosts, John Covey Cole, Michael Covey, and Jack Kincaid. Now, let's join the guys and talk Mountaineer football.
Hey, what's up, Ramble fans? John Covey Cole. Got Jack Kincaid here with me to my left, Michael Covey to my right. Unfortunately, guys, we have no Mountaineer football that happened this week. You said earlier in the season, I hated that the bye was so early. I've been waiting all year for Mountaineer football, and it gets back and we get a little taste and take it away from us.
Not my chair, not my problem, brah.
That's a fact, Jack. I've been waiting on that to work for years. Thank you, sir. But the Big 12 is still playing football. At least some people are.
Not very good football.
Not very good football.
It's football-ish.
Yes.
There's our word right there, football-ish. But, who went down this week? Texas went down. To California, which I didn't see coming. I ain't going to lie to you guys. I turned it off and thought Texas had it under control. It was a late game. I think it come on like 10-15.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, as it stands, Baylor and us, the West Virginia Mountaineers, are the only undefeated teams left in the Big 12.
Mm-hmm. Still getting laughed at by people.
Yeah, certain people. I was Paul Feinbaum. You're welcome.
Hey, he's got to get up and look himself in the mirror every day, boys.
Hopefully he gets up with a hat on.
The Terra.
Baylor, they've played Northwestern, Rice, and SMU. We've played Missouri. We've played Youngstown State, which is two good football programs.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. Georgia. That's who it was. Missouri played this weekend. That was a great game.
Yeah, it was. It really was. I didn't think Missouri had that kind of offense.
It surprised me.
I figured their defense would get better. They're a pretty powerful, tall team.
Yeah.
So they match up. They're a problem for us, but man, they almost pulled that off.
Oklahoma goes down again.
2 losses already.
2 losses, and they're still in the top 25.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but that's not good enough. Obviously, if you have 2 losses,
that's not going to cut the mustard.
Football gods at Espen throw you from the mighty mount and laugh at you, which they happened today.
Yeah.
If I was Bob Stoops, I would never do another interview with ESPN for the duration. But I burn bridges.
All right. Sometimes you got to burn them. It's going to be very hard for a 1-loss Big 12 team to get to the playoff.
Oh, yeah.
Nonetheless, a 2-loss.
I'll just stop you right there. And, okay, maybe mathematically, but let's go back and say, what if you got why does everybody say that? Because to me it's just jingoism, and it's something that people say about football. What if that was, that turns out to be the 2 best games of the year, and you dump them, and
then what?
Yeah, but you're standing tall at 10-2, and people just say that stuff because honestly, I think ESPN anchors need to say things.
Yeah, people be saying stuff.
Makes sense. It's being fed into our brains, is what it is.
It is.
Instead of stacking and having all these power conferences that are predestined every year, which to me is boring. What if a national champion came out and they were like a 7-5 team? Will we stop liking football then?
Right.
No.
Right.
Come on. I mean, they say that stuff because, in my opinion, the SEC is a $1 billion and some plus dollar a year.
Well, it's just like
football
any.
cartel.
It's just like any news. They're looking for the negativity to talk about.
Right. Well, yeah.
Just like I'm talking about West Virginia. they laughed about it. What was you saying about Baker Mayfield?
Well, before the season, he was
the
Heisman contender.
Yeah.
2 losses. Now most people think he ain't got a chance. Yeah.
Well, everybody's talking about
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson down in up in Louisville.
That guy's he's something different.
I mean, honestly, I almost picked for the disappointment of the week this week. Florida State, both sides of the ball.
Wow.
But I don't particularly like to be completely negative on anybody, but I mean,
see, I couldn't tell if Florida State was just really overrated or Louisville is just that dominant. I
honestly still can't tell. I know that. I know Jackson's the real deal.
Oh yeah, he's a real deal.
Great athlete.
But the rest of the team was embarrassing. Florida State.
Oh sure.
It wasn't.
They beat them on every phase of the ball.
That kick returner, Alexander. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no. Louisville looked
phenomenal. I mean, that's all. That's the only word you could use.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think. Yeah. I'm sure there was missed assignments that happened, but still, when you're going to beat a team, was it like 60-23 or something like that? Wow.
Yeah, it was a bloodletting.
Yeah, it was. Do I think they should have jumped so far ahead of everybody else? You know, they jumped Washington, Stanford, Clemson, Michigan, Houston.
Well, I think that gets back into us wanting to predestine everybody now.
Exactly.
Instead of actually putting any sense behind it.
I like this. Why not have a poll the first week of the season? Let them play 3 weeks of football, then you come out with your top 25.
Well, yeah, how you do the playoff rankings.
Yeah, how
you
do the BCS.
Hell, wait till then.
Yeah, why not? You know,
because right now, obviously, with Clemson being overrated and Florida State, obviously, rankings have meant nothing to this point.
I think you just get back into the money of it. You know, somebody sponsors that nonsense every week, and we all buy it up. And you know, I mean, even if you get down on to looking at what teams are favoring and you know things like that, I mean, there's money in it.
Yeah. And where Louisville is the flavor of the week right now. That's what everybody's talking about. So let's just throw them up in the top
Jameis
5.
Winston a couple years ago, Johnny Manziel.
They just hop on their back and ride them all.
The thing is, who have they played yet? Because Florida State didn't show.
They play Clemson and they play Houston here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm excited
to see.
Up to
now,
like right now,
it's empty space. Honestly,
when Oklahoma,
you can say that kid's a great athlete. I think he's transitioning from just being a great athlete to actually being a great football player, leader.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, everybody was really hyped around him, and he was, you know, he was really pushing them. But you know, I mean, sometimes that's how it is. You got a team on their heels. I mean, you want to go for the kill. Period.
That's a lot of the reason why I was upset that Oklahoma was still in the top 25. Yeah, they got 2 losses. One was Florida State, which at the time was a credible loss.
Right.
Yeah.
But not so much now.
Now.
You know, nothing against Louisville, but you got to prove yourself, guys. I mean, you looked phenomenal against Florida State, but
what is Florida State right now?
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yep.
Louisville's, you know, they've played 3 games. They're 3-0. They've played, Charlotte, Syracuse, and Florida State, and they've ran away with all of them. It's not like it's something that just happened out of a fluke. 70-14.
I got into a Facebook argument with somebody I consider a friend just to ease the boredom of that Louisville-Syracuse game. Good Lord.
I didn't even go.
That was terrible.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I hadn't checked out Louisville. You know, I was like, oh, sleeper team, okay, whatever. And then this weekend, honestly, my thought was I was going to check out Lamar Jackson. But I was very impressed with the whole team. I mean,
no, really this week the team did show. Before that, I didn't see any of that. Really.
I seen where Michael Vick said that, you know, there's a lot of comparisons there.
5 times.
So it was 5 times better than. I mean, he might be speaking, you know, because he's excited, saying, "Hey, you know, this guy's 5 times better than me," out of adrenaline or whatever else he was feeling. But
well, honestly, I mean, he for the rest of his life he's going to be doing
5
damage
times.
control.
Why didn't we do the spin-a-rooney when we did the 5 times?
You can't see
5 times. 5 times. I see you.
Oh, okay.
I see you.
I don't know what any of that means.
Ohio State, they've beat Bowling Green, Tulsa, and Oklahoma. You know, once again, that Oklahoma, you know, that's not really that credible.
Yeah, wait for the sanctions.
We're 3 weeks. They're coming.
Yeah,
they're coming.
Urban, get ready. You're gonna go eat your pizza all by yourself again, old buddy.
Maybe he'll go to the CBS Sports Crew, help them out this time.
Clemson, I hate that they got jumped, but you know that's that whole strength of schedule thing. You know, Auburn, they just snuck past Auburn, beat Troy, and they beat South Carolina State, 59-0.
Honestly,
they actually called the game. First time I've ever seen it. They called the game 12 minutes before it was over.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I guess they felt bad for beating on them.
I don't know what that means. I really don't. I've never heard of that.
No.
But, I mean, I don't claim to know the game upside down, but good God. Also, too, I think that's strength of schedule. I mean,
Yeah, it's gotta be.
You've burned 2.
Alabama. If I was a voting man, Alabama would be number 1 right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see Alabama and Louisville square off.
Yeah, right now. Let them play right now.
I'll tell you what. Let's call Vince McMahon and see if we can make that happen.
Oh.
And while we're at it, bring back the Las Vegas Outlaws of XFL.
Yeah.
We'll have
Michael Buffer.
We'll have a Bob Stoops on a pole match. What do you think?
Oh.
How about if he makes it out alive, he gets to Royal Rumble free-for-all with all those ESPN guys that disrespected him today.
Oh, man.
Wow.
They lit into him, didn't they?
Nah, it was at the end. Just I mean, they didn't give him a Nicky Joe Saban pep talk,
right?
Which is what
you can do this.
No, at the end they're all catty and like that, like yes, they're gone. You get paid to talk about sports.
Come on now.
Not that I have anything against that.
You know, Houston's 3-0. They've beat Oklahoma.
Now, see, they was the team everybody's talking about until Louisville come on.
Like that's what I was saying. Why would Louisville come in and jump them all of a sudden? Just because you're the new guy on the block means you jump them? Is the college playoff going to work that way? I mean,
probably.
I mean, obviously,
probably.
Obviously, we'll have a more idea of who's who by then. But
well, you know, the president will get on there and bless off on it, and you know, half the country will be really happy. The rest of us will be like,
yeah. I'm sorry. I really, 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 really hope they get to a point where they're doing an 18 playoff.
Oh yeah,
that would make a lot
Extend
more sense.
More
that way,
4. Yeah,
you're not going to have any questions of who should be in what. I mean, you go in there
I
and play
wouldn't
ball
be,
and see what
I wouldn't
happens.
be against it. I mean,
this week, you know, Houston's got Texas State, which they should mow them over. Clemson's got Georgia Tech, which is never a give me.
Yeah, they're running a triple option down there.
So I'm anxious to see what Clemson's going to do against them. Penn State and Michigan.
That's football.
In Michigan. It is football. You're
football.
Right. Kent State has got Alabama, and Louisville is coming to Huntington.
Oh.
Remember when CBS Sports said earlier in the season that Marshall was the paterfamilias, if you will?
It rings a bell, my friend. It rings a bell.
I know Marshall just lost to Akron.
Oh.
Yeah, the Zips, the Rockets.
Bad luck. The Zingers, Zooties.
The Boosters.
And all 12 people that was there, they left before.
Yeah, there was like 15 people left or something.
Yeah.
But they got Louisville this weekend.
Look, we don't hate the green here, but every now and again you just got to check those people.
It's like this.
Don't disrespect us in our own state.
Yeah, come on now.
Wait until you get across the border to like a Flying Jays or something, then you can talk all the mess you want.
It's like this. My man Jack here is a Redskins fan.
I am.
I'm a Ravens fan.
Mm-hmm.
And your Redskins are 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm also a Redskins legacy because I like pain, apparently. And
hey, pain can be interesting if there's enough drinks involved.
Hey, pain without love.
Pain.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Thanks for your reassurance from an expansion team. I appreciate you validating my club.
I'll take care of you. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and cut away, and we'll come back with Mikey and his fun bits. What do you think?
I like it.
Sounds good.
The Mountaineer Ramble, sponsored in part by El Mariachi, Mexican restaurant and cantina on Airport Road in Beaver. Open 7 days a week, offering a mouth-watering array of delicious Mexican cuisine. Stop by and see Jay and Jose, and you'll see for yourself why El Mariachi was voted the best Mexican restaurant in southern West Virginia. El Mariachi will spice up your day.
So this week, we got a double feature. Mikey's Fun Bits of the Week. First one, I don't think I've ever seen this play before. Double reverse flea flicker, screen for 6. Pat Mahomes to Jonathan Giles, 42 yards. Check it out.
71 yards today on the ground for Texas Tech. They had 72 in their game against Arizona State. Everybody gets to touch it.
All right.
Jonathan Giles gets away. Jonathan Giles will take it. Touchdown.
Man, that was I had never seen that before. I've seen flea flickers, seen reverses, but a double, triple, reverse.
Together?
That was some stuff you'd see in Little Giants right
Oh,
there.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's just...
You can't learn that in a hockey rink.
It's footballish.
It's footballish.
Very footballish. Football ballet, if you will. So, this week, guys, if we could just have a moment of silence for Brandon Bryant of Leonard Fournette, I think, put him in an early grave. So,
You're talking about that mean stiff arm, right?
yeah.
We get 2 fun bits?
Yes. Mikey's got more than one fun bit.
Well, I appreciate you sharing them with us there, buddy.
Yeah. Let's share with y'all.
Check his play out.
But so the defender can't come underneath.
Sit there and took everything that Leo Lewis could give him. Look at the power of Fournette. Let him get underway at all.
That was nice and all, Mike. And I hate to do this to you, but I got my own fun bit. Can I pass out a JC Square fun bit? That'd be all right. I'm gonna do it anyway.
I
I
guess.
mean, you got the producer's chair.
Yes, sir.
Those plays were nice, but how did you not pick Noah Brown's catch? Ohio State.
I don't know.
Did you see that catch?
It was nice.
Oh, check this out.
Play fake. Barrett looks in the end zone in the corner. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
So, guys, every week we are going to start doing something. We are shooting the Mountaineer Ramble Mondays. Unfortunately, we have a little editing to do before it gets to you guys. But if you guys would like to call in and with a question, maybe something we talked about the week before you didn't agree with, hopefully we get to a point where we can do this live, but right now we're not there. But if you have a question for Fun Bitter over here, or Jack, or myself, or Crackbacker, give us a call, guys. We'd love to hear from you. 304-712-6753. Every Monday, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Ring us up.
Give me a call.
We'd love to talk about it. I've been seeing a lot of complaints on Twitter about the Mountaineers not being ranked. So San Diego State's ranked.
Right here's our
I think it
shot.
was San Diego State or North Dakota State. One of them states.
Well, North Dakota State just beat Iowa. So
Yeah, but who's Iowa? I mean, they're the same team they are every year. They got all this hype behind them, just like a Missouri, you know.
hopefully Mountaineers wait till
what
end of the year.
I'm saying is, you know, everybody's fussing about how come the Mountaineers aren't ranked. For one, we had an off week.
Yeah.
That's another bad thing about having an off week.
Mm-hmm.
The show still goes on, even though you're not there, fellas.
We're spectating.
Also,
they're playing football.
Also, if you're doing the things you need to do week in and week out,
It'll take care of itself.
you don't need validation from.
By the end of the year,
Keep winning.
it'll work
Yeah,
itself out.
Keep winning, boys.
Yeah. Football's
just
played
keep
on the
winning.
field.
That's it.
All you got to do is keep winning, and like you said, it'll work itself out. I mean,
What do they call it? AWSs in seats. You
Oh.
know, that's
Yes.
that's all you need.
that's all it is.
Hey, we got one of our buddies calling up here. We got Dennis Spangler. Let's see what's going on with Dennis. Hey, what's up, Dennis? You're on with the Ramble, buddy. How you doing?
Pretty good, buddy. How you doing?
Well, not too bad for a Monday evening. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Denny, do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine, buddy. You go right ahead.
Hey, this is Jack. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Jack. You doing okay?
He's trying. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
A little under the weather, brother, but it'll pass, you know?
Enjoying what you all are doing. Got to check it out here about a week ago, and was quite impressed. So,
Awesome, man.
hats off to you guys.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate that.
Yes.
So, Jack was telling me he talked to you there the other day, and you guys were talking a little bit about Rich Rodriguez. And
Oh, yeah.
that is, that's a sensitive topic here in West Virginia. But what are your thoughts on Rich Rodriguez, man?
Well, I'm like everyone else. I hate what he done, but what are we going on 9 years? I just feel like maybe time has healed those wounds, and it's time to get rid of the hair and bring back the rod.
Well, this is how I look at it, Dennis. A lot of people is upset about Rich Rodriguez leaving. And, I understand. We had a mean squad. Then he leaves, and then we're rebuilding. But I don't blame him for leaving. I don't like how he left. But I'm with you. I mean, get rid of the hair. Is that what you said?
Yeah, get rid of the hair and bring back the rod.
Well, if Dana don't tighten up, boys, and have a pretty good season, that very well. I mean, I don't know if Rich Rod's going to come back. He might have done burnt that bridge, but
I hope not. I think there's still a lot of tight ties with Ken Kendrick, which everybody knows is a big donor, and they're still pretty close. And
yeah.
I mean, stranger things have happened. I don't really see as many downsides as I do the upsides of him coming back.
This is one of the things I was looking at. I loved what Rich Rodriguez was doing, but the unfortunate thing for me personally is he's doing the same thing and it's not working anymore.
Yeah.
Football is adapting. I think that's a lot of what's happening with Les Miles down in Louisiana. He's not wanting to change his style of football to accommodate everybody else changing. Nick Saban, he's changing. He's been building him a quarterback for a couple of years now. He keeps getting new quarterbacks in there. I don't know if Rich Rodriguez's system would still work with what we're doing. I mean, we finally got away from the Pat White, Rich Rodriguez, Owen Schmidt era, which was great. I loved it. But,
right.
I don't know if that's, going back there, being in the Big 12, it may work. It may be a game changer. It'd be something different than what everybody else was doing. Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
To me, it just seems like everything that was promised to us with Dana's style and what he was famous for and brought in here for.
He did talk about.
He has done too drastic of a change. We're kind of back to the late years of Don Nehlen, and really our football hasn't been this stale in 15 years.
Well, on a good note, we are 2-0, and we are atop the Big 12 with Baylor right now.
I'll take it.
We'll probably be having this discussion again in about 4 or 5 weeks, but
there's a good chance.
I hope not. I just, like I say, I know the rumor really got stirred up last year, and I've picked with Jack here a little bit and gave him a hard time. He doesn't think it'll ever happen, but
hey, look.
Look at Louisville bringing Bobby Petrino back. Look at everything that he's done.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's,
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Well, I mean, he left his school with what, 12-1, and here he done full circle, and he's back. And you see what he's done this weekend. So
nothing against Bobby.
He's proof that you can go back. You know what I mean?
I
don't know.
Nothing against Bobby Petrino in Louisville. But us Mountaineers, we take stuff on the collar a little bit more than
because
most people in the country do. You know what I'm saying?
We got to weather. Right. We got to weather these ridiculously bad plays during a season that a kid could have called at a midget league game.
Pee wee. We went through this last week, Jack. It's pee wee.
What did I just say in the intro? If we don't progress, I haven't progressed. Also, I already admitted I'm a bridge burner. May the bridges I burn light my way home. Sometimes you can just never go home, and people like Rich Rod should stay gone. Well, that's my opinion.
This is the way I look at it. I don't have a problem with Rich Rodriguez. That if he come back to West Virginia, I would greet him with open arms.
I'd drive to the airport tomorrow and pick him up. I
don't think it'll ever happen, though.
Well, and you guys can understand, I'm a double grad, a donor, a former season ticket holder, and I go quite frequently. I'm done with them.
Fair enough.
Fire sale on WVU merch because I'm done with them.
I see our ticket sales right now down so much, and like I say, our memorabilia sales are down.
Well, the price of a beer is $8. I don't know anybody wants to go pay $8 for.
I know.
Well, yeah, but the thing I couldn't.
Nobody wants to pay that, and they don't want to pay that high dollar for ticket price when the finished product is stale, and it's.
Yeah. Well, another thing though is I couldn't get over how much they expanded on the stadium when I'm up there. When really, you nailed it, Dennis. Our football is a bit stale. Straight up. Now, the only thing that we haven't hit on yet is factor in the dispassion that we hold in the Big 12. we've hit this. I think every week we've been on. It's well, I have my own name for it, but nobody cares about rivalry now in the league. We care more about our travel time and whether or not our team's going to come out and be flat when they go to God knows who in Oklahoma or Texas. So it's I wanted it to actually be funnier when you called in, Dennis, but knowing our history and all that, but I mean, honestly, it's really anybody's guess right now. It's anybody's ball game. They're not going to hold any kind of vigils if I'm not a Mountaineer fan.
Dennis, we really appreciate you calling, brother. We're going to have to hop off here and make some room for some other people calling in, man. But keep on watching the Ramble there. Give us a call back here sometime, brother.
I sure will, guys. And like I say, really enjoy what you are doing. And Jack, I'll give you a holler, buddy.
I shall be around, sir. Take care.
All right. Thank you all.
See you, buddy.
All right, bye.
You didn't tell Dennis bye. Can't take this guy nowhere and be proud of him.
That's why I'm here.
That's how I do.
That's my disappointment of the week.
Oh, are we recording?
We're recording now. Dennis made a lot of good points about Rich Rod, but I'm like you. I'm a little different than you. I would welcome him back. You wouldn't, but I don't think he'll ever be back.
No.
Got nothing for him. And honestly,
I don't want him back. I don't miss him.
No.
Honestly,
we're doing all right.
I don't think Dennis and Rich Rod supporters so much want Rich Rod back. They want
The style of play.
back to a style of football that we had grown accustomed. I understand that. There's two names out there that look. If we're going to do anything with this, we gotta buy a better coach.
Yeah.
Okay. There's two guys out there. There's Jimbo Fisher and Nicky Joe Saban.
Well, he's,
all right,
he's
that's
about
it.
done there, I'd say. Anyway, guys,
Come back home, guys. Come back home.
Come on.
every week you want Nicky Joe to come back
I
home.
do. I want to hang out with Nicky Joe, honestly. I swear.
Guys, we'll be right back with Crackback Jack's Disappointment of the Week.
All right. Welcome to Crackback Jack's Disappointment of the Week. Today we've got a double feature coming at you. That means twice the disappointment for half the time. I didn't really think that one out, folks. But what we've got is one play from South Carolina State. I don't know if you saw it. It's pretty much a bloodletting the whole game, but SC State is back to receive a kickoff, I believe. The unfortunate receiver takes the ball and instead of downing it in the end zone to signal the touchback, he flips it to the referee prematurely, who then lets it hit the ground, and Clemson comes in and Scoop scores for 6. All in all, two things we'll focus on. You'll hear this come up in the show. Focus and muscle memory are two things that can help manage and keep a game from really getting out of hand. So come to work, come to play, and come focused.
Yeah, first thing he said when we went in there, hey, I guess it's not hard beating Auburn anymore.
Oh, jeez. Harris will take it in the end zone.
Whoa.
Wait a second. He just flipped it over there. Ahmad Harris just flipped the ball over and Clemson's recovered it. Oh, my goodness.
But that play,
Hostile work environment.
I really don't know what to say about that play. I mean, what are you doing, son? I mean, obviously, I see what happened there. He thought he was catching a punt. Fair catch the ball. Mm-hmm. But
lackadaisical.
Yes, daydreaming.
I can't spell. I don't use words I can't spell, Jack.
It's one of those things that it's really disappointing. But to add to the disappointment, double feature this week.
Double time, Crackback Jack 2. I feel like it's my birthday. I get 2 fun bets and 2 disappointments.
That's it. So
what you got, bro?
Oklahoma player drops a ball before crossing the goal line. It's double entendre. Double entendre. Drops the ball before crossing the goal line. Shouldn't have been 6, referees miss it, tying into last week's disappointment.
Yeah.
Come on, refs. Anyway, guys, check out this play real quick.
Durbin kicking it deep. Joe Mixon will start inside his own 5-yard line. Mixon hopping through the... Oh! Watch out! He's a blazer. Can he get there? Yes, he can! Joe Mixon, 97 yards! Oklahoma getting back in this game because of this Mixon touchdown. But look at that.
Inconceivable!
What? Come
Immaculate.
on, Immaculate.
Immaculately bad.
Mikey's just using big words over here.
Sorry, guys.
God.
I'll tell you what. I seen that happen in the California and Texas game, but the refs caught it.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You know, you've been hearing it for a couple years now. You had one job.
Yep. Well, you know, you get this rehash of some of last week's critiques with officials missing it. It was almost a perfect storm. Now, if we could have had a drop TD that somehow was a no call, and then they called it as the mistake, and maybe a fan runs on the field naked.
To win the game.
To win the game.
Win the game.
Right.
In overtime.
And a flock of seagulls.
No, a flock of birds. We got to give that plug here in our production.
But, you know, this was a two-headed monster underachievement this week. So, like I say, muscle memory and focus have a magical way of lessening your mistakes out on the field. So
They do. I mean,
train up, kids.
I heard someone say one time, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect.
Yeah, I think I had a coach that said stuff like that.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed it when they cussed me out and
Yeah.
they were like, go out there and make hurt.
Get y'all excited. Get them endorphins, or what they called?
Endorphins. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or if you ain't got none, they're endorphins.
Well, just like I said, muscle memory and focus, you know, that works that way. Bad intentions and a little bit of psychological, misconscience, we'll say, goes a long way in football.
It does.
Hence the crackbacks.
Oh.
I done did it to Mikey. I'm gonna do the same thing to you, Jack. I got my own disappointment of the week.
Shoot.
Oh, don't do it.
It's a touchy subject. Some people might agree, some people may not. But I'm very disappointed that Penn State decided to honor Joe Paterno this past weekend. Considering 2 years ago they took a statue down and exiled him pretty much, the year before that they pushed him off the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how you're going to exile somebody and all of a sudden say, oh, we love you, we miss you. That is inconceivable. I almost steal your word.
There you go.
Well. That was
Immaculately inconceivable.
Yeah, what he said. It just blows my mind.
Yeah, well, it was knee jerk, and it was burn everybody if we're going to burn anybody, and do that, and they killed a guy over it. In my opinion, they killed him.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, tearing down statues and then coming back and honoring.
Don't make sense.
It's a contradiction, isn't it? Right? I mean, but it's Penn State. I mean,
we're not going to spend too much time on Joe Pa and all that.
I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
I'm not either.
Nah.
I was just very disappointed. That was really surprising to me, and I was like, I got to mention that.
That was good. Hey, next week, Mikey and I'll write you your own bit.
Hey, there you go. Since I'm still you guys might as well write me something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and check out Chris Meadows, see what's going on over there with the High School Ramble.
Good afternoon, folks. Chris Meadows here with the High School Ramble. The Week 4 results are in, and not much changed at the top. In AAA, your co-number ones rolled as Huntington beat Parkersburg and Martinsburg beat Spring Mills. Number 3, University dropped number 11. Wheeling Park and number 5, Morgantown beat winless Washington. In Class AA, number 1, James Monroe won big. Number 2, Bridgeport crushed Robert C. Byrd, and number 4, Point Pleasant beat number 8, Logan. A slight upset was number 11, Lewis County beating number 5, Braxton County. Number 6, Herbert Hoover lost a barn burner to Winfield 51-48, while my Nicholas County Grizzlies shut out number 13, Roane County. That is the Grizzlies' 4th straight shutout as they head into the bye week with number 1, James Monroe, coming up in 2 weeks. In single A, number 1 East Hardy rolled, and number 2 Summers County moved up a weight class and blew out Wyoming East. Number 7 Fayetteville put a 50 spot on Meadow Bridge, who is 0-4, while the number 16 Williamstown Yellow Jackets beat number 7 Wheeling Central. Ravenswood got their first victory of the season against ranked Tyler Consolidated. Midland Trail is 3-1 after defeating hapless Richwood, and the Montcalm Generals almost got victory number 2, but lost to Phelps, Kentucky 12-14. Next week's games of note will be Woodrow Wilson visiting Cabell Midland, as they each need win number 2, and in the real heavyweight tilt, Martinsburg travels to Morgantown. Both are undefeated, and both are legit title contenders. In Class AA, number 1 James Monroe hosts Wyoming East. Mingo Central travels to Nitro. Fayetteville plays Oak Hill in a Fayette County tilt. Clay visits Liberty Raleigh, and someone has to win as Pikeview visits Shady Spring. In Single A, number 2 Summers County travels to Charmco to face the Greenbrier West Cavaliers. Pendleton County visits Meadow Bridge. Van goes to Midland Trail, and Richwood hosts Pocahontas County. That's it, folks. That's your high school ramble with Chris Meadows. Hey, it's me.
A lot of stuff going on here in southern West Virginia.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Chris.
Y'all be sure to watch the Ramble next week.
Hey, guys, we got a phone call coming in.
All right.
Hey, what's up? You're on the air with the Ramble.
Hey, what's up? This is Adam Repass calling from Beckley.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Good old AR.
Hey, bud.
How's it going?
Just hanging out here on a Monday evening. Appreciate you calling in, bro.
So I got a question for you guys. I want to get your thoughts on the Big 12 expansion, maybe with, looks like Cincinnati and Houston leading the race.
I like it. Bring them on in. Let's have a championship game. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, give us those two. I'll be happy.
I mean, there's a couple other teams there. I don't know if they're still talking about them, but they're talking Colorado State, USF. Didn't we play them in the Big East when we were there?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
South Florida, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing there. If we're going to go back to playing teams we used to play, give us a Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But me personally, I'm all about it. BYU, Houston. Get us a couple teams in there. Let's have a championship game, because as we was talking about it earlier. As it's looking right now, the Big 12 for the playoff isn't looking too good unless we do our thing or Baylor does theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I think it's.
I wouldn't mind seeing a championship game.
Sure.
Yeah, why not? I mean, everybody else and their brothers having one.
Pac-12's got one.
Oh, yeah.
SEC.
It's a smart thing with those two teams as well. Yeah, my vote's Cincinnati, Houston as well, because on the back end you've got two. Cincinnati, especially stand-up basketball team.
Right.
Every year they're dangerous. They'll add something to the league. Houston has definitely had the potential, although I think the past few years they haven't been as good.
I don't know if it's a thing or not, but I
historically.
heard something that they were considering bringing teams in just for football.
Yeah, they could,
Right.
but I think that'd be two excellent ads on basketball too.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, why not?
Smaller schools that can jump up and beat a bigger school. That makes for fun league.
Yeah, we like it.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
well, I did read earlier about one of the problems with Houston was their facilities and the seating, only seating maybe 30,000, 40,000 people. So that was one of the issues kind of holding them back.
Well, if they keep winning, they're going to get them some money coming in. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Right.
And I don't know how the rest of them would stack up on that. The only real other one that I could see in there is probably South Florida. And honestly, we probably have the longest history run with South Florida, as far as games and league games and stuff being from the Big East. But they're a little inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another interesting thing I read was about South Florida is they're the largest growing college right now in the United States. So
well,
that
America
doesn't hurt either.
Yeah,
Hey, and let's not forget who used to be offensive coordinator for University of Houston.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
that's
Old,
true.
old Dana Holgerson.
Okay.
Old Harry.
Yeah.
Bring 4 or 5 teams in. I don't care. I mean, I enjoy change. I enjoy something new.
Yeah, keep it fresh.
We were talking also about the 18 playoff.
Right.
What I would like to see happen, which probably won't happen, and if it does happen, it's not going to happen for many years. Have 4 big power conferences. Merge everybody together, have an East and a West,
North and a South.
Right.
Do it that way. But as far as the Big 12 expansion, I'm with you, man. Cincinnati and Houston. I think even South Florida, like you said, they were up and coming. That's what people want. They want that. They don't want that old guy that's retiring, that's saving his money. They want that young guy that's spending their money. You know what I mean?
That young calf.
Oh, yeah,
After the old bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of heifers running around here.
Hey, Adam, we appreciate you calling, brother. Call us back sometime, man. We enjoy it.
All right, man. Thanks.
Pal.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah, he brought up a lot of good points there.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's when. And I just hope that they choose the right teams. I was reading October 17th is when the presidents are supposed to get together. And they have to have 7 out of 10 votes for the presidents of the school to approve the schools. And given the way history works, I'm not going to get all political on you guys. That's going to be tough. But hopefully it'll pan out.
No, I'm good with it. I mean, it's expanding a market, and it's adding. You're doing the best thing you can do for yourself. You're adding one of the probably most fan-centric cities in Texas at Houston. They support their teams there. It's a pretty road trip, all that stuff. And then you're bringing in another team from the East, which you need because,
Why not?
You need it.
Yeah, and we have BYU this weekend, and I'm stoked.
FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland.
Yes,
Big
sir.
time.
3:30 kickoff.
3:30.
My bad. 3:30. Get there at 3. You're gonna want to see that opening
Get
stuff.
there at 3?
Yeah.
Who gets to a football game 30 minutes before the kickoff?
We did get to Morgantown one time.
Get to the stadium. And yeah, I've done all kinds of crazy things.
Get in the stadium or get there?
Get to the stadium so you can watch the hijinks before that. Because,
He'll show up in the middle of the first quarter. Just get there.
I don't know. I had the ticket. I walk in when I want.
Yeah.
2-minute warning.
Yeah, I'm there.
Straight up. What's up? I landed a helicopter out here. Y'all don't see me. I'm good like that. I'm ghosts. But looking at that, you got your kick. No real roster changes. I thought that was kind of a dead feed, but then I got to thinking about it. Roster's getting set. That's a step into the next gear.
It is. This is where you're going to be at. This is what you're going to be doing.
Consistency, reliability. That's something that we
Durability.
Durability. That's definitely what we needed to improve on this year. So hopefully we're still rolling. BYU had 40 sacks last year, so they were maybe a bit of an undersized, but a fast defense as well as a pretty much air raid offense. So,
right. They're always a good ball team. It's just seems like they can't never get to that next level, but they're always what's the word I'm looking for?
Contenders?
Yeah.
Contenders.
Scrappy.
Yeah, there you go.
You remember last year? They had 2 Hail Marys.
Steve Young also played ball there.
Ah, there you go. There's a little interesting fact.
I don't think he had to pay for it because he's related to the guy.
We'll see. You just tarnished it.
Oh, man.
Steve Young's pretty awesome. I like Steve Young.
He's very awesome. Yeah. But he's got to work just like the rest of us do. He got to work for breadcrumbs and meatballs.
I don't think he did. He's the great-great-grandson of the guy.
Yeah, the guy.
The guy.
The guy.
The guy's grandson. How you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm all right.
Yeah, so getting back to the football talk is BYU's probably going to play their safeties back. So
we're going to be mirroring week 1 in a sense.
In a sense.
Which is fine. Come on, Justin Crawford.
Well, that's what Coach was saying. He needs to see more out of Karan, Javon, and Akil.
Javon, I'm going to cut you off right
that guy there.
He's 0 for 4 in receptions this year. 2 of them were tipped passes for interceptions.
Tip them down.
Come on.
Don't tip them up.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. But no, they're definitely going to want to attack more on the flat and go for the short routes. Hopefully get backs in space, receivers in space. Screens and dumps and bumps and go out there and put our line on them.
There's a chance we may see a double reverse flea flicker to the third power.
See, I played option football, and I like hitting people. I don't like flipping and flopping.
Chasing
And
Don't give me the ball. I want to hit
and
this
flickering.
guy.
I'm just gonna hit the guy. I'll hit him. You
do your
go
thing. I got
do
this.
things.
Fair enough.
Works fine.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
If it ain't fixed, don't broke it.
Don't broke it. I'm anxious to watch the old blue and gold. I haven't seen their color scheme for this weekend. Anybody know what they're wearing?
Haven't heard it yet.
It's one bad
Hopefully,
thing
yeah.
about shooting on Mondays.
Yeah, a long week.
Yeah.
Long week.
Long week.
I'm sure Dana will have some things to say later on in the week about the game this weekend.
Yeah, and as far as getting back to Crawford, kind of said that he needs to not try so hard this time. Now that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but he said he was tried too hard against Youngstown, but still feels like Justin's got the potential to be the game changer.
Oh, he does.
Well,
It's there.
he showed us week one. He's got potential.
Missouri.
Yeah.
And we've talked about it before. You get a mixture between him and Rush Rochelle.
We do big things.
Oh, it could be like a
Peanut butter and
ketchup
jelly.
mustard on a hot dog.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Or chili and mayonnaise on a hoagie.
Tavon and
Anyone?
Jock.
Yes, there you go.
Anybody?
Yes.
Tavon and Jock?
Yes.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I'm dating myself. It's okay. It's all right.
Cool. We love you. We love you. We love you, even though Mikey is the way he is. It's okay.
I was born this way.
Whoa, Lady Gaga.
Anyway, guys, we John Bragg won a T-shirt last week. Week before last was it last week. Last week.
Don't bring me in.
Week
this.
before last. Yeah. Don't yell at me. Anyway, we're gonna do some weekly trivia here at the Mountaineer Ramble. Whenever we're playing football, of course, because if the Mountaineers aren't playing, we ain't playing. Well, we're gonna play. We're gonna play. We just ain't gonna get nothing out that week. Anyway, our buddy old Jack Kincaid over here is gonna have a trivia question for you every week. If you got the answer, email us at mountaineerramble@gmail.com or get a hold of us on Twitter at WVU Ramble. Mikey, show them what they can win this week. A brand new car!
Oh, hey!
No,
Not a car. It's a beautiful shirt. Look at this.
Oh, man.
It has a front.
And it's got
a back.
Wow.
Man.
Shirt.
Built in.
Yes,
Man.
shirts. We love shirts.
It's got 2 armholes, too.
Yes, armholes. Place for your
Give
torso.
these fine folk the question there, Jack. See if they can win them up some Ramble.
All right.
Where?
This week's trivia. In 1984, the BYU Cougars went 12-0 to win their only national championship. They beat Michigan in the Holiday Bowl. So your question is, who did BYU beat in their season opener in 1984, 20-14?
Good question.
Answer, get you a shirt.
I've asked you guys this before, but can I win a shirt?
Circle gets a square.
Oh. Ballman gets some hair.
No, Dennis already told us. He can get rid of the hair and bring in the rod.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
forgot.
college.
That's the next T-shirt right there.
Get rid of the hair, bring in the rod.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, guys, you got an answer to that question. Send us your answer in. Like I said, we're going to be doing this every week that the Mountaineers are playing, so I think there might be some koozies on the way. So if you guys want some Ramble stuff, holla at us. We'll get it out to you. But guys, that's pretty much where we're at. The only thing left now is waiting on Mountaineers to take the field Saturday and do their thing. So we're going to go ahead and start the process. I'm going to bounce around here. I'll start. I say the Mountaineers are going to win in a close game, 24-17 against BYU.
Yeah.
And we'll go over to you. Where do you think it's going to happen?
Also, I think it's going to be a pretty close game. I got a 28-21. Mountaineers on top.
31-18. Mountaineers bring it home.
I like yours better than mine.
We'll see.
I like mine better than both of you.
Get the gears rolling. Who's to say what happened here in the last week where they ain't been at the field, or ain't been on TV rather. But anyway, guys, that's where we're at. If you guys agree, disagree, shoot us an email. Give us a call next week, 7:30 to 9 o'clock, 304-712-6753. Love to hear from you. We'll talk Mountaineer football. We'll talk making a burrito if you want to. I don't care. Just give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. I'm John Covey Cole. This is Michael Covey, Jack Kincaid. Until next week, guys. Ramble on.
All right.
has come to be gone. And though our health we drank 1,000 times, it's time to ramble on.